Hello and welcome to day 4 of the Visibility Lightning Bolt video series with me, Astra Spider. Um, and welcome to the continuing saga of my hair. Today I'm wearing a little fancy skull cap with some sparkles on it because I took a long walk and out in the snow, and I was wearing a winter cap, and of course I have hat hair, so I thought, you know what? No, we'll keep it. We'll keep the day a hat day. I'll just put on a more indoor appropriate hat. Um, okay. So the theme of today's video um, is inspiration. And I think it's going to be a short video. Of course, I always say that. We'll see. But and it's really interesting how I came to this particular subject. Um, the way that I work, and probably a lot of you and most creative people work, is you're just kind of going about your day, and you're doing dishes, or you're doing laundry, or you're walking the dog, or you're in the shower, or whatever it is, and your ideas will just hit you at these moments, and I know for me, and for me, I have to be, I'll just be frank, it happens to me in the shower all the time, and so of course the issue there, and I was joking with one of my colleagues that we really need to get some waterproof like handheld voice memo recorders, which do exist actually. I still haven't gotten one, but it's something about the cleansing of the water, kind of like washing everything excessive away, any external residue, any physically, but also energetically. And so I always feel like it's this like and water is very also about emotion, and emotion is connected to creativity, and a lot of times you are feeling a certain emotion, and then you're inspired to write a poem or a song or paint a painting, or capture a certain photograph that catches the emotion you were feeling, or whatever it is. And so for me it's always water, and sometimes also when I'm doing dishes, but often and at that time I can stop and dry my hands and write something down if an idea comes to me. um, a lot of times when inspiration hits me in the shower, well, actually, I've gotten a lot better uh, at like holding on to, whatever idea comes, and I kind of can tell also when ideas come, like if it's kind of like going to be one that sticks around, and I just sort of like I lock it in, or I get it grounded, and I'm like, okay, this I will remember. Um, but a lot of times I'll kind of I have these great ideas or thoughts or realizations, or expansions of consciousness or whatever it is, and I like, oh, I have to really remember that and write it down later, and I hardly ever do. And then when I finally get to the point where I'm sitting, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start doing my work now. My work, um, like whatever that was is no longer there, and it's so like I allow myself to become so frustrated by it. I'm like, and then I allow myself to, and I'm just going to be totally honest, to just start procrastinating. Like, oh well, if that great thing that was supposed to happen isn't going to happen, then I'll just fiddle around on Facebook and do and I love Facebook, don't get me wrong, but I allow my frustration and my kind of like disappointment, um, about not being not having been able to hold on to that particular inspiration or idea. Um, I allow the disappointment to just kind of bum me out, and you know, um, and that's it. And then I have to kind of wait until the next time I'm inspired. So so here's the thing. And what's really interesting is for these videos, the kind of theme or inspiration has always come in really strongly. I know this is only day 4, and I've done days 1, 2, and 3, but for each video beforehand, I've gotten the strong inspiration or idea or energy theme of what was going to be talked about and touched upon. And today, I got nothing. And I was like, oh, well, it'll come. Oh, I'm doing dishes now. It'll probably come. But of course, me thinking, oh, now it's going to come, because it always comes when I'm not thinking about it at all. Um, so I thought, well, I'm taking a long walk. Maybe I'll get inspired there. I'm, gonna go. I have to go to the pet store, so maybe connecting with the animals will inspire me. Well, of course it did, but not in the business way. But today, sometimes it does. But and even okay. So I got to the point, got my laptop, opened it up, got the microphone, sat down, and I went, I have no idea what to make a video about today at all. And I just thought, you know what? What am I talking about? Like there's an endless, infinite well of inspiration that is always within me and also always in the universe that we can always tap into. And all it takes is sitting still for a minute, right? So here's what I did. So I sat with my feet flat on the floor. And if you've worked with me at all or listened to any of my recordings ever in the past, this is kind of my ritual of getting grounded and getting centered. Um, so feet flat on the floor. I took a couple deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling completely, and just relaxed my body. And then I connected. I thought at first I was going to just connect with my soul, but no, I got the message to actually connect with my whole self. So I always think of that as sort of my soul, my heart, and all of my energy. And so I connected in with my whole self, and I said, "What is the theme for today's video? I just haven't been inspired. I haven't been inspired. What is the theme for today's video? I need some inspiration." And then it was like, oh, that is the theme for today's video. Oh my gosh, I cracked myself up. So yeah, inspiration. And guess what? You never lack inspiration. If you think you're lacking inspiration, that is a false belief, and you can always tap into it, and the right answer will always come. So again, I'll just go through it's very simple, very easy steps. You sit, allow any stress to just flow down off your body. Sometimes I just have it flow into the earth or flow down this energetic river that I create in front of me. And you take a couple deep breaths. I always inhale through the nose and exhale slowly through the mouth. I find it helps to close my eyes because it's kind of blocking out any distraction. And I always say I see better with my eyes closed due to the nature of my work, which is a lot about getting visions. So it's easier to get them when I have a blank slate instead of 8 million things in my side view. So yeah, closing eyes, deep breaths, relaxing body, and just tapping into, you can call it whatever, into your divine consciousness, into your inner wisdom, into your heart, soul, and whole self, into your wisdom well, in whatever works for you, and just ask your question, and your own essence will answer your question. It will. It may, and of course today mine came in the form of words. Sometimes you can see it in the form of a picture, or maybe you'll hear a certain song start to play in your head, and you might want to like type in, Google that song and see what the lyrics are, and then your inspiration will be tweaked. Like, oh, I know exactly what to focus on. You might be an animal spirit totem, or energy animal might visit you, and show you something or talk to you, because of course they communicate and we can understand them as they speak energy. Um, and so you will get your inspiration. That is my message um, for today. Yes, the never-ending well of inspiration is within you at all times. And I am going to start remembering this too. It's a very handy tool. It's awesome. Yeah. Okay. So that's all I got to say for today. It's been lovely and fun and pretty short video, shortest yet. Okay. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Mwah.